Hi everyone, this is Puppy Maroon, and today I will start a podcast on my ideas for Sonic 06 Remaster. I'm sure you're all aware of Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, more commonly known as Sonic 06. That game was infamous for being broken and for its controversial story. While I personally enjoyed Sonic 06's story, I won't deny that it has its flaws and has room for improvement. So for this podcast series, I'll discuss how I would do a remaster of Sonic 06. Today, I will discuss the gameplay for this remaster of Sonic 06. Now, I'm sure you noticed what the title card said. See, I'm going to have this remaster be entitled Sonic the Hedgehog, Children of Solaris. The first part of the title will be Sonic the Hedgehog to let people know that this is a remaster of Sonic 06. The second part of the title will be Children of Solaris because of a story reason. See, for this remaster story, I'm going to be changing some lore. For example, in this remaster story, Solaris is not a god. Instead, Solaris is a Mobian eagle with godlike powers. He was the wise, courageous, and benevolent guardian of Soliana. After he died, his soul was sealed away, so no one would be able to use his powers for evil. But one day, his soul was split into 3 parts. Those 3 parts became his children. We will go more in depth about these children later in the story segments of the remaster. Also, in this rewrite, Mephiles is not part of Solaris. Instead, Mephiles is an evil spirit that desires Solaris' powers. In the past, Mephiles tried possessing Solaris so he can use Solaris' powers to change the world into one devoid of light, joy, warmth, and hope. Solaris was able to stop Mephiles at the cost of his own life. Centuries later, Mephiles returned and tried to possess Solaris again. That attempt resulted in Solaris' soul splitting into 3 parts, forming his children. Mephiles now wants to capture the children of Solaris and possess them so he can obtain Solaris' powers. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into the gameplay. The game will have 2 different modes. Those 2 modes are Story Mode and Stage Select Mode. The Story Mode will be divided into 5 different stories. There's the Sonic story, the Shadow story, the Silver story, the Espio story, and the final story. And yes, Espio along with Charmy and Cream are going to be in this remaster. Also, you may have noticed that Super Sonic, Super Shadow, and Super Silver have different colored wings. There's a story reason for this, and we'll get into it later in the final story. You can play the Sonic story, the Shadow story, the Silver story, and the Espio story in any order. However, you need to play all 4 of those stories to unlock the final story. The Sonic story, the Shadow story, the Silver story, and the Espio story will each have 8 stages and 5 bosses. We will go more in depth with these stages and bosses later. The final story will be composed of 1 stage and 1 boss. The stage, of course, will be End of the World. We will go more in depth with this stage, along with the boss and the final story, later in the final story. Also, there will be no hub worlds in this remaster, as I feel they would be unnecessary. The stage select mode will be composed of 10 stages. Those 10 stages are Wave Ocean, Dusty Desert, White Acropolis, Crisis City, Deep Core, Radical Train, Tropical Jungle, Kingdom Valley, Aquatic Base, and a brand new stage entitled The Void. The Void is an original stage inspired by Null Space from Sonic Forces. However, instead of being a linear hallway that you escape from in less than a minute, the Void is a 3D environment similar to the rest of the stages. The sky is black as night, and the ground is a deep purple. The stage is also littered with mepless creatures. Each of the playable characters will have a unique playing style. Sonic's playing style will be Speed Style. It's basically Sonic's playstyle in the adventure games. Tails' playing style will be Tornado Style. It's basically the tornado levels from Sonic Unleashed. Knuckles' playing style will be Targeting Enemy Style. You will need to find and destroy certain enemies to beat the level, or progress through the level in the story mode. Shadow's playing style will be Vehicle Style. You will be controlling a vehicle to navigate through the level. Rouge's playing style will be Treasure Hunting Style. It's basically like the treasure hunting levels in the adventure games. Omega's playing style will be Shooting Style. It's basically like Tails' levels and Eggman's levels in Sonic Adventure 2. Silver's playing style will be Puzzle Style. You will need to solve a series of puzzles to beat the level or progress through the level in the story mode. They shouldn't be too hard to solve, and you're free to skip the puzzles if you like, but you need to solve all the puzzles if you want to get an S rank. Blaze's playing style will be Boost Style. It's basically the boost gameplay in Sonic Generations. Amy's playing style will be Combat Style. It's basically similar to the Werehog stages in Sonic Unleashed. Espia's playing style will be Stealth Style. You need to carefully navigate your way through the level without being detected by the enemies. You can get spied by most enemies and still pass the level, or make progress in the level in the story mode, even though it would lock you out of the S rank. However, there is one type of enemy you need to make sure it doesn't spot you. This here is a brand new Mepless enemy. This type of enemy will patrol the stealth style levels as well as the stealth sections of the levels in the story mode. If you get spotted by this enemy, it will kill you. Charmy's playing style will be Flight Style. It's basically similar to Tails' levels in the first Sonic Adventure game. Cream's playing style will be Fetch Quest Style. Within certain enemies in the levels are Chow. You need to obtain at least 5 Chow from the enemies and take them to the goal or to a white glowing area in the story mode to progress, and you need to obtain at least 10 Chow from the enemies and take them to the goal/white glowing area to obtain an S rank. This is basically like the fetch quests for Flickies in Sonic 3D Blast, except you're rescuing Chow instead of Flickies, and it's not as tedious or frustrating. In the stage select mode, when you play as a character in a stage, you can get up to 2 emblems. One emblem is for finishing the stage, and the other is for getting an S rank. Each character can get up to 20 emblems. You can also get up to 2 emblems for each stage you play in the story mode, one for finishing the stage and the other for S ranking the stage. The game will feature unlockable characters you obtain by getting a certain number of emblems. You can play as these characters in the stage select mode to get even more emblems. Here's the list of unlockable characters in the game. And that's everything I wanted to cover for the gameplay for this remaster. The rest of the videos in the series will focus on the different stories in the remaster, starting with the Sonic story. I hope you're looking forward to it as much as I am. Do you have any questions about this video? What would you like to see in this remaster of Sonic 06? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like the video and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to stay up to date with my videos. Thank you for watching and have a blessed day.